everybody, it's PuZZlePieceZ here, and we're back with more of Seduce Me the Otome. It has been a long time, as you can see at the bottom here. It was September the 16th when I was recording these ones, so we're gonna go back and see. I can't really recall what happened, but I think it had something to do with Diana, so let's just get right into it. Damien looked to me, wanting me to explain for him. However, the threats that... Right, Diana came into our room, we had the guys stay, but she's all like... still doing her timeline thing. And she said if we said anything, she would harm our friends or family, I think it was. Yeah, to keep my mouth shut. Oh, right. Okay, this is why we saved it. Should we say something or should we avoid it? Because, I mean, Damien is just gonna read us like a book. And, well, we can always go back. Like, not through the clicker, but, like, go back to the save. So, we'll avoid it for now because we don't want our friends to be hurt. I shook my head at Damien, not wanting to talk about it. Damien sighed and looked to James. James tilted his head and frowned and frowned his brows at Damien before looking at me. Oh, he's disappointed.
Does anyone else live in this house?
No. No, just us.
Then who is Diana?
Oh, Damien. My heart stopped. Damien was still able to read my mind. Yeah, I knew this. I couldn't help but glare at him, but he continued to press a hard tell-the-truth gaze at me. Yeah, there is a tell-the-truth gaze. Poor Sam's like, I'm too tired to deal with this. I sighed. Damien was going to press the issue, so I had no chance but to speak. A girl named Diana came by last night.
Diana? Is she important?
Well, James should know her. I mean, I don't know.
Did she try to hurt you?
Aw, Sam. Yeah, she, did some stuff. She's a succubus. He doesn't like that. That single word made the boys stop and stare at me. I looked to each boy, unsure what was going through their minds. Should I have avoided it? You tried, sweetie, you tried.
So, she's come to try and bring us back.
Well, he knows what's going on.
She must really be desperate.
Well, what should we do now?
I don't know.
Nothing. She'll give up eventually.
Well, if she doesn't hurt my friends and family first.
Will she?
The boys continued to look at me as if I knew the answer to that question. Damn it, Damien! She said that if I told you, she'd make my life a living hell. She can't possibly do that, right? She's not a devil.
No, she isn't. However, she is a very powerful demon.
She's a master of mind manipulation and has been trained in illusion.
Oh.
Unlike other demons who use strength to get power, she uses her charisma.
She has high charisma points.
She has the power to make armies bow to her and obey her every whim. That's why she's so obsessed with us.
What do you mean?
Well, she sorta has family ties to us. She was promised to marry one of us in exchange for more power.
Well, Sam's mine, so she can have the rest of you.
She's just some whacked-up hussy who doesn't know how to close her legs. She's not a real threat.
Oh my god, Sam, I love you.
Oh, really? I feel insulted.
Oh shit. Oh my gosh. I just had like a chill run up my spine when she said that. The boys and I looked around the room, wondering where the voice came from. I felt cold sweat running down the back of my neck in fear, remembering what kind of power she had. Oh, they all just moved over. At last, we saw Diana by the entrance of the kitchen. This is completely new. Judging by the single red apple in her hand... Oh, she has the I'm an asshole apple in her hand. As she leaned against the archway, the boys quickly surrounded me, glaring at the intruder. Yay.
So, you took up a human name as well.
Beautiful name, isn't it? Well, for a human name, anyway.
Shut up.
What the hell do you want?
To bring you back, of course. However, you weren't supposed to know that I was coming. I completely forgot about that little mind-reading ability. My mistake.
I'm actually glad about that. Now the boys know you're here and they can do something about it. Diana pushed off the archway and walked towards us, making the boys step close to me in a protective circle. Diana laughed.
My. What has the world come to? A group of demons protecting a human girl? I'll tell you right now, she's not that pretty. And from what I can tell, she's still a virgin.
Ooh, Sam's gonna explode. My face grew red in complete anger and embarrassment. How dare she? Yeah, how dare you say I'm not pretty? And I'm a virgin. Oh, hell no! Yeah, let's knock this girl up. Oh, hell no! I stepped up, gently pushing the boys away to be face to face with Diana. I was furious, and she was about to feel my wrath. You are in my house. You are an intruder. You have no power here.
Oh, really? Do I have to remind you of the power I have, dear?
Yeah, try it. Ooh. With the snap of fingers, my mind suddenly locked up, and I felt blank. I could see the world around me, but I lost control of my body. The boys quickly reformed around me, with James gripping onto Diana's wrist in anger.
You will leave this instant.
Or what? You'll kill me? I completely dare you to.
Let me do it. I could use the workout.
Don't.
The boys looked at Damien while Diana smirked at my blank state. I wanted to fight this hold, but her power held me down.
And why not?
She wants us to kill her. If she dies, then civil war starts in the demon world.
Oh, okay, that means something.
Very good, sweetie.
What happens in the demon world doesn't concern us anymore. We live here now.
The demons will come to the human world and hunt us down before attacking each other.
Why? The demons will come to the human world all because of her? Yeah, she's a bitch.
You sneaky bitch.
Exactly, Sam! We are on the same wavelength here. Ooh. And almost buckled to my knees. Yay, she released us.
Well, will you all change your minds? I assure you, it's for the greater good.
I expected the boys to say no. What I heard was complete silence. None of the boys replied to Diana, which made me both nervous and fearful as to why. Diana leaned her head back a bit, surprised for a different reason.
No. Well, I see.
Was silence truly them saying no to her? I looked around at the boys and saw the disobedience in their eyes, giving me my answer. I felt my heart flutter, especially when my eyes landed on Sam. Yay, he kept close to me, glaring daggers into Diana. I could feel that he was completely adamant in his choice to stay. Good. I don't know what, but I was incredibly happy to know he wanted to stay. Yay! Diana sighed and pressed a finger into the temple, rubbing it gently.
Either all of you are playing a very convincing hard-to-get game, or you all must be out of your minds.
Diana then looked to me, locking her gaze with mine as if to read me. I could tell she wanted me to do something, but the boys would stop her, so the stare was her only available action. After a small moment of silence, Diana licked her lips before breaking the gaze battle and smiling to the boys around me.
Very well. I guess I'll take my leave now.
Okay, what did she do with her lips? What? Her leave? Was she serious? The boys around me straightened up and grew confused looks on their faces as Diana stepped back and away from us with a small bow flaunting her cleavage. Yeah, of course. Oh, and she just disappeared into the floor. Without another word, a deep purple pentagram appeared under her feet. And Diana's body slowly sank into the floor. As her head vanished to the floor, the pentagram vanished. Once again, the boys relaxed and slowly began to return to their spots at the table, or in front of the screen, each in deep thought.
She'll be back, but she won't kill us. She needs us alive.
She'll just use me then.
Whatever. We'll just keep saying no. She can't force us to come back.
She might.
She can't do anything but annoy us. Eventually she'll give up.
That's the hope anyway.
Hopefully. Hi, Sam. Sam walked over to me and placed a hand on my shoulder, looking at me with concern.
If she comes after you, you need to tell us, okay?
I'll try. I nodded, knowing that he wanted to protect me. Sam gently took his hand from my shoulder and very gently moved a strand of my hair from my face. However, making me blush and forget what I was thinking about. The sound of collective chuckles and playful snickers whispered through the air, making me blush even more. As Sam grunted in reply, the laughter stopped. I looked up to see he was glaring at his brothers, a fist forming in his hand, ready to swing at one of them. He and I pulled away from each other just as the sound of Naomi's car appeared. I quickly ate my food, waved to the boys, and left. Convenient that nothing was going to happen. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's keep going. Never ever say that nothing will happen before the day is over. Exactly. It's like saying, what could possibly go wrong? I avoided talking about the ride back home yesterday, saying that the ride was a one-time thing. I'll be riding with you guys from now on, to and from school. The girls seemed very happy. We entered the school, quickly gathered our things from our lockers, and headed to class. There were no events to our surprise. Oh, good. We didn't kick Lizette in the butt when we walked by. History wasn't exactly fun, but our teacher was great. Cool. At least he would have been great if he was in class that day. What? Okay. Naomi and Zuzu took their seats around me. Zuzu in front of me and Naomi behind me. Before the class bell rang, the class was greeted by the dean.
Students, you'll be having a substitute for class today.
Substitute! Substitute!
Miss Diana.
Oh, no! And you wear that to school? That is so inappropriate. You could have at least had a costume change. My heart stopped. At the door with the dean was Diana, looking over the students and smirking with her eyes as her eyes landed on me. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I want to strangle her. She strutted to the teacher's desk, ignoring or welcoming the whispers from the other students before sitting on the wood and crossing her legs.
Thank you, Dean. You can go now.
With a wave of Diana's hand, the dean left the classroom, closed the door, and left the area. Diana smiled at us, making my stomach turn. What was she going to do?
So, history. History, history, history. Such a silly thing, isn't it? I mean, what do we care about the past? We're in the present.
The rest of the class, including Naomi and Zuzu, hesitantly nodded in agreement, unsure about this new teacher, but willing to listen to more of what she had to say.
The present is so full of wonderful things. While the labors of the past are the reason we have many things, it is our chance and privilege to utilize what has been given to us.
Oh, go back to your demon realm. Her charm was almost infectious. The class was practically staring to eat out of her hand. I looked out to see classmates grinning. I looked around to see classmates grinning and agreeing with Diana. I pressed my lips together as I listened further. I had no choice.
What's even funnier about human beings is
Oh,
that
dear.
some of the bits of history we hear is either made up or completely biased to one side. It's like a story you read as a child.
Oh dear. We're going down this route, huh?
You hear of the princess and the prince, and they live happily ever after. But what about the family she left behind? What of her friends?
Okay, is that a direct threat to me? 'Cause I can kick one girl's butt, I can try and kick yours. I can try and kick yours. The students listened and agreed intently to her words. I could tell, however, that these words were targeted at me. Exactly!
The original story of the Little Mermaid. A perfect
Good
example
story, actually.
of biased opinion. Here we have a girl who thinks she can be with this prince, but this prince has to marry a princess.
There's 5 of them. You can pick the other one. Sam is mine. Back off.
What would happen if the mermaid had her way? What makes the mermaid so important that the princess has to suffer the consequences?
What?
The original story of
I have
the
to go
Little
through that
Mermaid.
again.
A perfect
Oh, has to
example
marry a
of
princess.
What would happen if the mermaid had her way? What makes the mermaid so important that the princess has to suffer the consequences?
She's a freaking mermaid. Oh, doesn't matter what happens to the princess. Yeah, I don't really know. Keep quiet or... Well... the video's gonna have to end soon, but oh my god. Bringing the Little Mermaid into this, that's a little harsh. Yeah, it doesn't matter what happens to the princess. Like, you can have the other guys. Yeah, we'll decide what to do in the next video. So, oh my gosh, so much is happening. It's so different from the last story. Hope you guys do stay tuned. This is PuZZlePieceZ signing off.